I'm gonna start. So
Yeah, go for it.
okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna play them fucking horns, dude.
Do 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 do.
Oh my god.
Do 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 do.
The name of this next horse is Hoof Hearted, but listen to the call.
Hoof Hearted on the extreme outside. Colorado Co-Ed, Toast a Dozen on the inside. Quester's Jet, Hoof Hearted on the outside, it's close. Hoof Hearted in the winner's circle.
¡Claro que sí! ¡Ay, ja, ja! ¡Sí, señor!
What is up, pod people? This is another episode of Hoof Hearted. I am Doc, and with me, most times, it's Mex. Mex, hello.
What's going on? How's everything hanging?
High and tight. I'm wearing tighty whities. No, I'm wearing a Speedo banana hammock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My wife thinks it's sexy. No,
yeah.
Just kidding. It's just boxer briefs. Not that you really care or anybody else cares, but I mean, yeah.
I did ask how it's hanging, so
Yeah, but
I do care. I do care. We actually need to redo like a new health episode or something, you know?
all about testicles.
Well,
That could be the title.
at least like the first portion could be. It could just be how low they hanging now or something like that. Oh my
god, dude!
That could be the title.
They hang way lower than they should.
Lower than that's what happens, right?
Yeah, it is what happens. I mean, if you wear boxers, yeah, that's what happens, dude. Your balls just start sagging. It's a terrible thing, and nobody warned me about it. And sometimes, like, you'll go to like a public restroom, and you have to take a shit, and then bloop, there's your balls right in the drink, man. Well, I wouldn't drink that shit, but
Poseidon's kiss,
huh? No,
Poseidon's kiss.
Poseidon's kiss is if you take a
Oh yeah, no, that's if you take a shit in a
it splashes up.
Yeah.
No,
what would that one be called if you just you're just going on for a full on dive? What?
I don't know, dude. It's a cannonball.
There we go.
Yeah, my balls.
Because it can't. That's not a teabag. I mean, you already. But like, if you dip in and you're already going far enough, and you hit the water,
and it is
cannonball.
Yeah,
oh shit!
And it is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Quite a surprise too.
Yeah,
because you can never. Yeah. I mean, I first of all, I don't measure the hang of my testicles, so I don't know how much. Like
you should.
Nah.
Well, not we, but.
No.
We should put it out there on the podcast.
Sure. Yeah. But I mean, I don't measure it, so I don't know how much.
At least we got 12 inches somewhere, Doc.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh my god. Yeah. It's terrible. My balls actually look like those testicles that they put on the back of the trucks. Like they hang that much.
You were the inspiration.
Yep. I was.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, man.
Sorry.
Yep. No worries. Pause. Okay, cool, man. So it's Halloween, right? Yeah.
Wait, almost. Yeah, a few more days.
Well, I mean, when
this episode's gonna be out Halloween.
Yeah, it goes out on so it's Halloween. I mean, yeah, whatever. Of course, nobody's gonna just listen to it on Halloween, so it really doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
No, actually, everybody, you're only allowed to listen to this on Halloween. So
we're taking it off right after.
Yeah, exactly.
November 1st.
Yeah.
It's off.
At midnight. We're gonna take it down. So you've got one day to listen to it.
We give you 1 minute after midnight.
And then then we'll put it back out next year.
Every year. Yeah. Every year for Halloween. It'll be our Halloween special.
And yeah, we'll just redo it every single time. So then that way we don't ever have to record another Halloween episode again. I think that's a good idea. Actually, you know what? Now that I really think about it, we should just like once the new year rolls around, I'm just gonna go ahead. Like after we got 100 episodes in, let's do it that way. After we have 100 episodes in, I'm just gonna start over, like from one. I'm just gonna re-release one, and we'll just go from there like that.
Okay.
Because then that way we never have to record again. And I mean, it'll be like brand new for most people because I mean, nobody's listening, so it's all good,
Yeah.
right?
Up
Yeah,
until a few more people listen,
yeah, I
and
guess,
then
yeah.
so like in another 2 years, we'll make more episodes.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyways, yeah, it's Halloween, so we're gonna do a little Halloween special. But I just wanted to let you know real quick, dude. I actually talked to the guy at uh, we did that little podcast thing, Bartenders
Oh
Anonymous.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. How'd it go?
it was good, dude. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Yeah, he's like, I mean, I think he says where he's from. I'm pretty sure, but I won't,
Yeah,
put it
just in
out. I won't
case.
put it out there just in case. Yes, but yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Way more energy than I have, though. That's for sure. But he's a cool dude. I like his podcast because it's short for one, and also too, like, it's kind of making me think that maybe I should just do like something that's really quick. You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
start doing like a halfway through the week, kind of like, like little special, I guess, or a short podcast, and maybe that'll help get people to be like, yeah, man, you should listen to this shit. So
Doc's rants or something.
yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, I mean, I know we talked about it before, and I haven't done it. I guess maybe because I don't want to talk by myself because I get lonely. But but no, man. Well, because and then the other thing too, dude. Like this is ours. Like this is us. So it feels a little weird, like not having you here. I miss you.
No, it could just be like YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, something like that. But 20 minutes long, and that's about how long his podcast is, and it's on YouTube. So anybody that's listening, yeah, check him out. The Bartenders Anonymous. I think that's it. I gotta double check now because now I'm second guessing myself here. So just give me a moment. Yep, that's what it is. The Bartenders Anonymous podcast. So
Dope.
he's just starting out, so please, like, you guys, if you have time and if you've got YouTube Plus or whatever the hell it's called, I don't know what it's called, but if you got YouTube Music, you can check it out. It's not a very long podcast. Now me and him, like, we talked for, God, it was like an hour and a half, and we just recorded and then just went with it. So I'm trying to get the files over to him so he can go ahead and post it. And when he posts it, then I will go ahead and edit it down and I will post it as a special episode. So, but yeah, so he's a cool dude. So, yeah, check him out, people. Check him out. Also, like, the Poofinger guys, they have a special Halloween episode, and it's like it started out with like the best horror movies. And do you even like horror movies?
Not really.
Yeah, me neither, man.
I don't. I don't like being scared for entertainment.
Yeah.
Now I've watched like my fair share of like ghost shit and
Yeah.
haunted movies, but not like horror, like fucking trying to scare the shit out you. I guess, but.
Well, for me, like horror.
And then huh?
I was just gonna say horror movies are just too cheesy for me. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Eh.
Like the only ones I really watch are like Paranormal Activity or Insidious, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think that those. I don't know.
I don't even know if they're really there because I wouldn't consider them horror. That's why it's like they're more like a ghost thriller.
To me, yeah, the like, suspenseful thriller. Thriller, suspense, whatever. Yeah. So
yeah, they're not like straight horror or gruesome. Like
yeah.
And I know that horror doesn't need to be gruesome, but like anything that's trying to like terrorize you or
Yeah,
be like
that's what I feel with horror.
terribly scaring is like it's overdone almost. So
Mhm.
it makes it's not like cringy, but it's like fuck, dude. Like I really wasted a bunch of time just to watch this. Like
Yeah.
goddamn.
Yeah.
But also on my end too, it's the fact that I don't want to be scared for entertainment or like freaked out. So it's like, nah, I don't need that.
Yeah. Do you well,
But
okay, so since you do watch like thriller type movies, what's your favorite one?
it's been a minute. But like, I would say probably Insidious, just
Yeah.
because the aspect of I think they call it the ether or some shit like that. Wherever they go when they astral
Oh, yeah,
project,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
it's like that's cool. That's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know. But anything else that's trying to really get at you or scare you, it's like someone coming at you. It's like I don't love that.
Yeah. Me,
But
I like
I was gonna say, what about you?
yeah, me, I mean, if it's a comedy, like if it's meant to be funny, or even if it's not meant to be funny, but it just is, then I'm okay with it, like being a horror movie. Like,
Mhm.
I think that was kind of what Evil Dead was supposed to be, or Army of Darkness, right? I think it was supposed to be a horror movie, but it was just kind of cheesy and it was funny. But like
Yeah,
Friday the
it became
13th,
a cult classic that way.
yeah, but Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, like all those movies, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I don't really like them. I've seen some of them, but none of them really
Mhm.
like piqued my interest. And then and then some of the older ones like Nightmare on Elm Street and shit like that, stuff that happened like in the 80s, is just an excuse to show titties. Like I think like half the time, they've always got some one scene with like boobs. And like
Yeah,
the Leprechaun movies.
especially with Freddy.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
the
and then yeah,
Leprechaun
the
movies. Okay.
leprechaun.
So I remember I had a teacher in high school. His name was Mr. Ritchie. Um and he talked like this. And he
I think I've heard that.
yeah, and so we used to ask him, or I asked him. It was like, what day was St. Patrick's Day was coming up, and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Ritchie, do you think maybe we could like watch The Leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day?" And he's like, "I'll have to think about it." So he did. We did. He ended up getting it. We watched it, and and then there was one female in the class because we were in drafting, is what it was. So I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but basically it's like you're just drawing shapes and stuff because it's what people do to draw blueprints and engineers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it was mostly men, or we at the time we were boys, but it was just dudes in the classroom and one girl. And there's a scene that comes up where the leprechaun confuses one of the guys into thinking that this big industrial fan is a hot chick, and then she takes off her top. And so the girl in the classroom's like, Mr. Ritchie, and then she's like, can you fast forward it? And then he's like grabbing the remote and he's like pretending to push the button. He's just doesn't seem to work. Sorry. So, yeah, Mr. Ritchie was crazy, dude. One time he got in trouble one time because he ended up. Somebody said to him, like one of the kids, like he was telling this kid to go sit down, and the kid said to Mr. Ritchie, he's like, Mr. Ritchie, kiss my ass, and then Mr. Ritchie says to the kid, not until you suck my dick. So, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Ritchie was crazy, dude. I highly doubt he's still teaching. There's no way he's still teaching.
I was gonna
But
say, is this dude still alive?
what do we
Do we
need
need
to
to
censor
censor
this?
anything?
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
Alright.
If any,
Art? Nah.
no, like Art's gonna know.
No, I was gonna say our teachers technically they're like public officials, right?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Aren't they like 500 thousandth in line for presidency. No, I'm sorry, stupid joke.
Yeah.
Going.
No, I'm not worried about it. If anybody out there knows who Mr. Ritchie is, then you could call us at 661-379-0020. You could leave us a message or you could text us on that number and you can tell us, hey, I know Mr. Ritchie. He's actually a woman now.
Jesus.
Is Mrs. Ritchie. I don't know. I don't care. That's how much that's how positive I am. Nobody's going to know who Mr. Ritchie is that listens to the show.
That'd be crazy as hell if we get a caller, though.
That'd be crazy as hell if Mr. Ritchie actually listened to the fucking show, right? That would be wild.
It turned out to be.
Yeah. Him and Ben Affleck are fucking listening to the show. They're both sitting there.
Man, it's just a matter of time until they call in.
Yeah. Well, you could call in at 661-379-0020. You can call, leave a message. Speaking of, being that this is the last week, well, this is the last day of the whole Halloween shit, I've got some voicemails from some people that have to do with some ghosts and an old episode or ghost episode. Rowan finally called and he left a message. So, and I found out something that the voicemail will cut you off after about 3 minutes. So keep your messages short or call back again and you can leave another message. And anyway, so he had to call back. But I'm gonna go ahead and play. There's one from Burrito. He's got another story about ghosts apparently, or some kind of creepy whatever. And then I got two from Rowan. So if you need to take a shit, now's a good time. Well, not the listeners. If you, Max, if you need to take a shit, because the listeners can take it with them. So, yeah. Whatever.
Go ahead. Everyone, go ahead and take a shit right now. Listen. I'm gonna take a shit with you, and we'll count it off.
Yeah. Shit in solidarity, man. Wait, is that the right word? I don't fucking know.
Ready to release in 3, 2, 1.
All right. What's up, guys?
Yep,
It's the Burrito once again. This is my second message regarding the ghost episode. So my second story, this takes place when I was, I think, sophomore, junior in high school. So I was a little bit older. I woke up in the middle of the night. I think it was like on a Saturday night or Sunday night, whatever. I mean, I can't remember exactly, but I remember having to go to the restroom. And in my parents' house, they have a mirror like in the hallway. And our the hallway wasn't very big. So, I mean, you can kind of see it from a distance. And what happened to me, and I don't know if you would say it's necessarily a ghost, maybe an evil spirit. I'm not sure how to describe it, I guess you could say. But basically what happened was I woke up. And, I mean, even right now I'm describing it and I'm getting goosebumps from it. It fucking terrified me. I saw 2 red dots in that mirror. Now, what's really weird about it is I wouldn't say I was terrified. I was more of like, what the hell is going on? So it was almost like being hypnotized. And I remember staring at it for a few seconds. I closed my eyes and then I opened them back up and the dots were gone. So that, again, was a little freaky. And like I said in the last story, I was going to mention this to my parents, but like I said, my mom kind of laughed it off with the first time I had an encounter, so I just kind of never said anything. So yeah, that was kind of my 2, I guess you can say, interactions with the other world. So afterlife, whatever you want to call it. Going to your guys' point, hopefully I won't drag on too long, talking about spirits. So I've always been under the impression that ghosts do exist and spirits exist. I believe there are good spirits and bad spirits. I think good spirits are just, I mean, Doc was saying about being religious. Maybe they're just your guardian angels, or maybe they're just people that are just kind of there, like someone that's just in a house or a restaurant or a hotel, and it's like the only place they've ever known. So that's why they stay there. And then you get your bad spirits, as Doc was saying, that feed off negative energy. And I know that they've made the Paranormal Activities movies, which Max had mentioned, in the first one, where they had all the negative energy. So I believe they're out there. I don't know what their purpose is, so I'd rather not find out. So, as I said, I've never personally seen a spirit or a ghost of any kind in my lifetime. Will I? Who knows? We'll have to see if I do.
Okay. The burrito, thank you. And he talked a little too long and he got cut off.
Thanks, Burrito.
Thank you, burrito. Now I'm hungry.
Everybody thank Burrito.
Okay, yes, the whole class, thank you. Thank the burrito. Okay, so that was the burrito. And now I'm going to go ahead and play Rowan's, his messages. But everybody, just want to remind you, you could also message us on Instagram. I'm Doc Farted on Instagram. Max is _Maxilorian on Instagram. Who Farted Podcast on Instagram. Just, yeah, give us a message. I don't really post much on there. I don't anyways. And Max doesn't really post much on there either. But
Yeah, I need to get better.
yeah, I know both of us need to get better. But I mean, the thing with social media, I feel like now what it really is, especially with those,
The
is,
economy.
huh?
The economy,
Yeah.
how it is, it's just not.
Well, I mean, I could post shit, but it's not gonna do it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna reach a big audience, you know. All I want the social media for is to interact with our listeners. So, yeah, so like please talk to us and we can talk to you back. So we can share reels, which I do that. Like I do that with Art. I do that with another dude, and another thing, Dave. He does conspiracy stuff. He's on Stereo and Spotify. Yeah. So I mean, you know, I share shit with you all the time. So you know, and the burrito. I share shit with the burrito. I share shit with Rowan. Yeah. So if you're listening and you become our friend and you share stuff with me, I will share stuff with you. So, anyways, speaking of sharing, let's go back to Rowan sharing his experience, this little ghost experience.
So, this is Rowan. Let me pronunciate every word clearly so everybody can understand what I said and Google can write it out so Mandalorian or Maxilorian can read it. Okay. All right. So you want to hear the spooky stories of the pizza place that's haunted. Yes, once a yogurt shop, and now it's part of the pizza place. There's an ancient story of a ghost kid that supposedly haunts the old building. So, I'd say this is probably about 15 years ago, maybe, when I was a young pup, just barely growing pubes. Well, shaving at least. That's true. And it was like I was there an hour early before we even opened so I can facilitate the ranch. Okay. It was a chore back in those days. And his lights are kind of off. It's dark. It's creepy. It's just like one supervisor there, and he's a she sometimes. And he of course accused me of this. So this really happened. So there's pepper and cheese shakers, and they're on this little shelf, and the little shelf has a railing keeping them to the wall. So the railing keeps them in. There's no possible way they could physically move from that shelf without help. Okay? So I'm making ranch, pouring the ranch, capping the ranch, and then all of a sudden I hear, whew, glass shatters on the tile. I'm like, what the fuck? And the boss comes around. So, you did I'm like, no, dude, that just flew off the shelf all by itself. And the railing was there, so it had to leap over the railing all by itself and shatter on the ground. There was no physical way or explanation for this, except for a ghost. So that was my experience with the ghost. Of course, I got blamed. Nobody believed me, even though there was nobody else that could have done it. It physically happened right in front of me. So a little research into the ghost kid. Boy, I guess the voicemail's haunted. Jeez. Leave a message after the beep, Caroline. All right. So don't cut me off. All right. This is the ghost story. So a little bit of research into the ghost kid. I heard from the owner that it was a little boy. And then I heard from somebody else that it was a little girl. Then I heard from Shaky Arm Manager that it was both. And I'm like, shit. And I did a little research, and it turns out it was a tetherball player. Yeah, sorry. I couldn't help it. All right. Happy Halloween, spooks. Oh, shit. Is that a racist term? Sorry. I didn't mean it. All right. So next month I have a turkey story for you. Okay? It's almost a scary story, but it's the story of the headless turkey. Yes. Yeah. All right. I'll call back and leave you that one for, Turkey Day. Turkey Murder Day. Bye.
All right. Thanks, Rowan. So Rowan is going to leave us a message next month for Turkey Murder Day. So we've already got we got stuff lined up, man, for next month now.
Fuck is Turkey Murder Day?
Turkey Murder Day, Thanksgiving.
Well, there's a country. So, I was a little confused, man.
Yeah, you're like,
shit, dude.
what the fuck are we
I
doing?
thought this country was planning something else on some other country. It's like, dude, we got two other things going on. We're about to get ourselves in the fucking thing with a third.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What did turkey do other than be delicious?
Yeah. Or being named after something delicious.
I'm pretty
yeah.
Man. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I
I could see your skepticism.
What came first, turkey?
Which
or
came
turkey?
first?
Yeah.
God damn.
Anyways, yeah. So thanks, Rowan. Appreciate it. Thank you, Burrito. Appreciate it. Everybody else, appreciate you listening. We'll love it if you actually contact us. So, there's that. Anyway, also, we were talking movies, and you were saying what Insidious was the one that you liked?
Yeah.
I got two movies that you should watch that I think they're not horror. I would say they're suspenseful thrillers for sure. One of them is In the Mind of Madness. It was a really good movie. I think I might have talked about it before. Or no, I'm sorry. I think it's In the Mouth of Madness. Yeah, In the Mouth of Madness. It's that dude, the guy that was in Jurassic Park? What the fuck was his name? I don't know. The guy, the like paleontologist, like the lead guy. The fuck is his name?
Chris Pratt?
No, that's the old. No, I'm talking about the old ones.
I'm
Yeah,
just
Chris
kidding. I know
Pratt.
what you're talking about.
Shit.
Nah, honestly, I wasn't a big fan of Jurassic Park as a kid. So
Okay.
I do not remember who was in it.
I think it was
besides
Sam Neill is his name, but I can't remember. And my internet's being slow. But hold on. Yeah, it was Sam Neill. Anyways, Sam Neill was in this movie called In the Mouth of Madness, and it is a really good movie. I'll tell you what it is briefly. So it is he plays an insurance like an investigator, like an insurance investigator, basically people who do like insurance fraud and shit. And he is trying to find an author who has gone missing. The author wrote a book, and he was a famous author. And then he ended up writing this book, and everybody who was reading the book was starting to go crazy. So this guy, this author, has been missing, and now Sam Neill's character has to go and find him. And that is where I will leave it off. I am not going to spoil it. I think it's a fantastic movie, and it really has like I don't know, man. If it is an old movie because it came out in the 90s, but it gives you the same kind of like, I don't know. It's almost like if Twilight Zone was able to be creepier. So it's really, I don't know. It's good. It's good. I fucking loved it. And then I watched that, and then like right after that, I watched another movie that had Sam Neill in it, and it's another movie I'm recommending, Event Horizon. Have you ever seen Event Horizon?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I've heard of it though.
So basically, the Sam Neill and the crew of this one ship go out to find a space, like a ship that has been missing. It's been missing for years, and I think it was, yeah, I don't know how long. I can't. There's details. I'm not gonna get into it because spoilers, whatever. But it's been missing for a while. It comes back, and crazy shit happened. It went in through a black hole and came back out, and crazy shit happens. And both of those movies I feel are kind of disturbing, and both of the movies kind of deal with demonic type things. So those are the kind of movies that get me a little like freaked out. And I think that has to do with my like religious upbringing. But, some guy in a hockey mask is not scaring me. I don't find that interesting. Some guy in a mask that looks like who was that? Captain Kirk, right? Like that's Mike Myers is
William Shatner.
William Shatner. That's a William Shatner, like mask. But like I'm not those aren't scary to me. Freddy Krueger, like if I was a kid, yeah, Freddy Krueger would be scary because the idea that he comes in your sleep, which is funny. Like I come in my sleep too sometimes. But
when you come in your dreams, you come for real.
Yeah, actually, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like damn it, and then you wake up immediately. You're like, God damn it, I gotta change the sheets. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So those are the two movies I definitely recommend. You should watch those. A lot of people.
What was the first one again?
The first one is In the Mouth of Madness, and then the second one is Event Horizon. And there's another movie. It's a ghost movie. I like it. It's The Others. I've talked about it before. I think I talked about it when we had our ghost episode. I think it's a good movie. So, but it's not really scary. More suspenseful. So, and I mean, we could talk about video games, but like you're not into scary video games at all. So
yeah,
I mean, the only kind of scary video game you played would be shooting zombies in Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, well, I played Duke Nukem on Nintendo 64.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just a first-person shooter, dude. That's not. I mean, like,
I know,
Doom,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Doom.
No,
I go to hell.
I was gonna say I have Xbox Game Pass pulled up right here just because it does automatically, and Doom is right in front of me. But that's actually, yeah, you go to hell in Doom.
Yeah.
But Duke Nukem from Nintendo 64. Yeah, that's like the scariest game I ever played. That's fucking dumb.
Really?
But no, no.
Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
that. I mean, probably just the zombie shit, man. Because I mean, like the
Yeah.
best thing that they could do is jump scare you. But yeah, dude. Like, because I've seen Dead Space. Like some people play, it and it's just like, nah, like even just a little bit, it's scared me.
Yeah.
And I can't even think of any other shit because I know I've never played any Resident Evil shit, so I know that's
But you
never
played Dead by
got by
Daylight,
that.
right? Dead by Daylight?
No,
No? Okay.
no, not at all.
What's that one game that you played though that like you're just running from zombies and shit?
Oh, Dying Light. But I
Dying
wouldn't
Light.
say that's I couldn't say that's a scary game,
It's
man,
not
because
okay.
that's just nah. Like the worst like about it would be for sure. There's there's a few characters that like they'll chase after you, and it's just like fuck. The only reason why I'm like scared because as soon as you get like grabbed by them, you just get pulled down and they like change into their monster form and eat you. So there's nothing you could do. So that's why it's just like, well, I don't want to fucking get eaten. I just want to get the fuck out of here and get done with this mission. But besides that, like it's not too scary.
Okay.
But I guess it has its moments.
Yeah. Well, I like I don't go out of my way to play scary games, but
Uh
I do like some scary games. Because I loved Silent Hill. Silent Hill was fucking that one was creepy as fuck to me because you're going
uh
to like a different like you're going to like a different reality, and then you've got these scary looking nurses, and then you've got like ghosts all over the place, and then like you have to beat dogs with sticks and shit, and these like flying dog. It's just weird. Yeah. It's all demonic and stuff, so it's a little freaky. But I'm gonna tell you the story. Do you know anything about the game Until Dawn?
no. Can't
Okay.
say that I do.
All right. So Until Dawn actually it has Hayden how do you say her name? Panettiere. Do you know who she is? She was in Heroes.
Wait, who was it? What was it?
Hayden
Oh yeah.
yeah,
The
Panettiere.
cheerleader.
Yeah. And then also had is it Rami or Rami? I think it's Rami. That's how you say it. Malik.
The Indian dude?
I don't think he's Indian. I don't know where the.
Oh. He played an Indian dude in Heroes.
No,
I
not
think, I'm
that.
pretty sure.
No, this guy. No, the dude from Mr. Robot, and he played
Yeah, Malik or something like
yeah,
that.
Malik. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Rami Malik or
Freddy.
whatever.
He played Freddy.
He played Freddy.
Right.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury.
Right.
Yeah. I was like Freddy Krueger. That's a weird. Anyways, but both of them were in this game, so they actually had some some legit like actors in this game, and it's full of jump scares. It's a slow moving game. It's not like a very fast paced game, but I loved it. And the game itself is kind of like they really like lean on the whole butterfly effect. So
Uh-huh.
one of your actions it'll branch off. There is over 1,000 endings for this game.
Jesus.
The whole like you can like one person can die or all of them can die or you can save all of them. Like it's cool, man. And I ended up showing this game to Rowan.
Uh-huh.
So I went over to his house. It was just, me and him were chilling, and uh he's got the couch like set up right in front of his TV, and he's like, I don't know. I'm like, just play, dude. You're gonna like it. So I kid you not, like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes into the game, there's a part where he's like he's like checking drawers and cabinets and shit, and he opens up a cabinet, and then a raccoon jumps out of the cabinet, and Rowan, he like legit like jumped up. He almost jumped all the way over the couch. He jumped up and he was like, "Nope, nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm done." The whole time he was just like, what the fuck, you know?" And I was crying, dude. I was laughing so hard I was crying. And now this game was like a real big deal a few years back. Like it was 2015 was when it came out, and on YouTube a bunch of people were playing it, and of course they all do all these stupid grown ass people like crying and scared out of their mind and screaming like they're, you know, little kids. I hate that shit, right? But you know, this game was full of jump scares. And
which one was this again? This was
Until Dawn. Until Dawn.
Until Dawn?
Yes.
Okay.
So but my kids were, you know, they watched people like the reaction videos to this game, and my kids were the ones that told me about the game. And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." It was on PlayStation Plus, so I went ahead and got it for free. Sweet. So I downloaded it and I played it, and my kids wanted to watch me play it for the first time. And they were so disappointed. They're like, "This is so boring watching you play, because I didn't jump once, and I don't jump, and people don't scare me." And I think it's because when I was a kid, that's what we did for fun. Like my dad would come around the corner and try to scare the shit out of me. My sister would try to do it. My mom would do it every once in a while. My mom, and you know what? We can move on to this. What is like the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? Like not like life threatening or whatever, but the scary, like, you know, the most somebody like intentionally tried to scare you. Like what's the most? Because I'll tell you mine right after you tell me yours.
I can't really think of anything, but today I fucked with someone hard at work actually.
Okay, good.
So a little bit like right before the supervisor of the area I was working in came up to me. This well, they're marking stuff down. So like they're not in my way, but they keep coming and asking me stuff. So I keep having to stop. I'm like, I can't do what you're asking me until I finish this. So let me get this done. And then so they came and asked me where the supervisor was, and I was just like, I don't know. Like I thought she went over there. And then they left, and then she stood up and she was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Oh, nothing." And then a few minutes later, like I'm talking to someone else, and then the supervisor comes up to me again. He walks away. And then that lady that just asked me where she was, like she was like, "Was that her?" And I was like, "Was what? Who?" And she was like, "Was that her? Was that wasn't the supervisor?" And I was like, "There was no one here. What are you talking about?" And the girl that was talking with me, like she went along with it too. And the lady was like, and like she was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Wait, hold on, hold on. I feel bad right now because like you seem very gullible. And I'm just messing with you." And she's like, "Oh, thank God! I thought there was no one. I thought I just imagined it." And I was like, "No, you're good. You're good."
Is that at
but
the
leave them
haunted
alone.
location? Is that at the haunted location?
No, not even.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think both of them are.
Oh, okay.
Because the one that I work at is on a like off a river.
Yeah.
So and then like the one girl that I used to hang out with, like she used to fucking say that there's that she like sees ghosts and shit. She used to say that there was one there.
Oh, okay.
But my thing on it is I think it's whoever's died in the river probably just comes over and they're just like, "Yo,
Yeah,
what?"
the energy's there.
You know, they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Um,
That's funny, dude. That's funny that you.
But yeah,
But
I was
it's
just
too
like,
bad. It's too bad you didn't let it go on longer. But
I know,
you felt bad for them, so that's fine.
yeah, like because they looked really like, oh fuck. I was like, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
I like where it's going. I just don't want to mess with you too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, honestly, besides me trying to like, because especially like I worked loss prevention, dude. Like I wasn't supposed to be really seen most of the time.
Uh-huh.
So especially like workers or like my partners, like I'd sneak up on them and be like, "Oh, it was nothing." And they'd be like, "Oh, you motherfucker," or like I just be right behind them and I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And it'd scare the shit out of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was always fun.
Yeah. But nobody's really
Still
done that
is,
to
but I mean,
nobody's really done that to you that you can
I mean,
remember.
I've gotten like when they're like only recently when I'm like, because I've been putting on my headphones and shit and just working.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
when someone runs up on me and it's like, oh, okay, what the fuck? It's almost like you're either gonna tackle me or you're trying to scare me. So you get up in my face, you're gonna scare me. It's not really like scaring to me. It's like I said, it's almost a threat. Um,
And
but no, I mean, yeah. Besides that, like I guess I don't try to get scared, but I mean, I've gone through like haunted mansions and those haunted mazes and shit.
yeah.
They could fucking get you. They could fucking not maybe not you, but like especially me. Like those things, they could freak me out. Sometimes they have good ones where they just look like the mannequins and it fucking grabs you. It's just like holy shit.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to have an interaction like the ones on like you'll see on TikTok or some shit
Where they
where
get they scare you.
the person like comes out and scares them, and then the guy grabs that person and runs off with them instead and leaves the girlfriend behind, and then they get in the room with that person and they're just like, oh shit, they push him and then they run out the room.
Yeah, that's
Have
funny.
you seen those?
Yeah, yeah.
It's always fucking funny, dude.
My
That's
favorite
I wish,
my favorite one is
but
the dude that jumps. He's like in a wolf mask or something. He jumps out of the
uh,
trash can, and the guy turns around and punches him. Like
oh
doesn't
shit,
even
oh
think
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
He's just like he's
yeah,
being interviewed by the trash can. The trash can, like the wolf guy or whatever, he pops out of the trash can. The guy turns around and swings and pop right in the, I was like, dude, that's fun. That was badass. Like that was
yeah,
cool. But I don't know. Like I never really react. I guess because I'm always like prepared to have somebody like, fuck with me because
yeah,
that's what we did. Like in my house,
and
that's what we
then
did. And then
yeah,
that's what my mom's family used to do. Like all the brothers and sisters, they would try to scare each other. The same thing with my dad. Like that's just, I mean, when you got no internet, when you, you, and you ain't got no TV, you just do whatever you can to entertain yourself, and scaring the shit out
yeah.
of your siblings was one of the ways to do it. So,
Huh.
but like now, the only time anybody really scares me is like say I was at the pizza place and I was doing dishes. If somebody just came around the corner and went, "Hey," I'd be like, "Oh fuck," So like I
Yeah,
would really
exactly. That's
that
kind of
would
what I
scare.
mean. When it's just like
Yeah,
random as hell, and you're just in your zone.
yeah, exactly, and it
You
would scare the
focused
shit
on
out of me.
something else, and then shit, man, like they just pop out of nowhere. It's like, oh fuck, you're still
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
What's up?
yeah, exactly. And they would just laugh. They would be laughing. They're like, "Did I scare you?" I'm like, "Yeah, you scared me. I wasn't expecting anybody." But if somebody
Yeah,
comes around the corner and just goes, "Rah," nah, nothing, nothing. I'm like, I don't know. But my mom scared me the worst ever. Um, we were living at my grandmother's house, and to take out the trash, I had to like it was my job, my chore to do was to gather all the trash and then take it out. Well,
oh,
we lived kind of like on a hill, and so I grabbed all the trash and then I went out the backyard and I had to go down a bunch of concrete steps and then put it in the trash can at the bottom of the steps. But on my way there, there's a door, and the door had a window, and the door would lead to the laundry room. So I had to pass this door and then go down the steps. And so I see that the light is on, and I'm not paying any attention to the fact that the light is on because,
oh,
my mom could have been doing the laundry. But I'm walking, and then I look over and I just see my mom's face pressed up against the window, and like, her nose is all pressed up and everything, and then she's just got her eyes are all huge, and it scared the shit out of me, dude. It's like I almost ate it, almost fell down the fucking stairs because it scared the shit out of me. I wasn't expecting it, and that house was freaky, anyways. Like it was just a really like creepy, spooky house. Pretty sure.
Yeah, half expecting that shit anyways.
Yeah. So I mean, there was just it was really dark, and I don't know. Like I've heard stories from like my aunt who's somewhat sensitive to that shit, and also from my sister who's a little sensitive to that stuff. At least used to be. So, but yeah, man, it was yeah. That was the most I ever got scared. Was that right there? Yeah, but I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Did you, because since this is Halloween and we're doing a little.
This is Halloween.
Yeah.
This is Halloween.
Okay, I gotta say, I hate that movie.
I've never really seen it. I just know the song.
Yeah,
and
I don't like that movie. I don't
I've
see what
seen
the appeal is.
I've seen some shit from Kingdom Hearts, but not a lot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think for some people, because my girlfriend really likes it, but like for her, I think it's like really a lot of like
Childhood.
cute. Like some of the characters are really cute,
Oh, okay.
and then for a lot of other people, I think it's that it's like, what's his name?
Jack Skellington.
No, the guy that made Tim Burton.
Oh, Tim Burton.
It's Tim Burton, and it's pretty like a gothic aesthetic. So.
Oh yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's overrated. But anyway, since we're doing the whole Halloween thing and kids are out trick or treating and all that, I was curious, dude. What was your Halloweenies? What were your Halloweens like growing up?
Well, side note, we're also gonna do a tally of points of whoever hits the most.
What?
Go ahead and follow us on the
yeah.
Hearted at Who Hearted podcast on Instagram and give us your point scores.
Yeah.
My highest is 500. Beat it.
Oh yeah, you're talking about when we delivered pizzas? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Delivering pizzas.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Are you
Don't hit anyone with your car.
When you say hit, are you talking about like like they're fucking, or are you talking about just hitting people like randomly?
The latter, the second one.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
You know what still comes up sometimes? Did I ever tell you? And we'll go back to Halloween. Did I ever tell you about that one early like in my shift where she came out in lingerie and got all pissed off?
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Yeah.
It's still like, why? Like,
it still bothers you.
Whatever. Yeah, a little bit every now and then because
Okay.
it's like, dude, you ordered pizza. It's like, fuck you.
Because you still like
that.
You still like think about like you still visualize her coming to the door in her lingerie
from time to time, yeah.
It's in your spank bank.
Time after time. You know how like some people use their photographic memories for good?
Yeah.
That's on me.
Yeah. I mean,
and mine, I only have space for like 5 photos.
Yeah.
Yours is 3 of them right shame. There. What?
Yours is used for shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Halloween shit. I was wondering on your end because you traveled a bit. How was trick or treating for you as a kid?
Trick or treating? I'm the last person you would want to ask because I didn't
Really?
trick or treat. In fact, we didn't celebrate Halloween because it was the Devil's Night. So
because that's partly of what my family's is too, but they let me like dress up in some shit like ninja was cool to dress up as.
I went as a ninja.
My favorite characters like Yu-Gi-Oh. I was able to dress up as Yu-Gi one day, the main character of the first season. But yeah, obviously nothing like
Nothing
too on the
scary or
nose
anything like
of
that.
satanic or some shit. Yeah, nothing
Yeah,
scary.
because you were raised like at church and stuff too, weren't you?
Not really in a church, but like Christian
Yeah.
values, I
Okay.
guess.
All right.
But no, I mean, and I got the trick or treat like that a few times. Or even when I was like my fuck, dude, my last year was stupid because all I did was and I pissed people off because all I did was put on a Hawaiian shirt and said I'm Hawaiian. And they're like, fuck off.
That's funny. Yeah.
I got like 3 people to give me a candy and a few to laugh, so it was cool. It was worth
Yeah.
it. But yeah, besides that, I mean, some were cool, but it was mainly just like stupid little
Yeah.
ninja outfits or something for school. Because
Yeah.
luckily, like sometimes school had events, but
Yeah. Like
oddly enough, yeah,
yeah.
I went to a private like
Oh yeah, that's
not
right.
too Catholic school, but I went to like a private school that had like prayer in the morning and
Mm-hmm.
still like saluting the flag and shit. Well, I mean, like I'm older, so
Yeah.
but
They
I
still
don't
do
even know.
that
Did
though.
you say that they still do that?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
still
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Yeah. Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so you didn't
It's-
really do much at all then, huh?
No, not too much.
Yeah.
Besides like a few I do remember some like haunted mansions and shit, but not like more of like a the what they'd be now is the trunk or treats
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
where people just like sit out in the parking lot and it's a
A safe
safe
space.
Halloween
Yeah.
experience. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I mean, still like out in the open.
Were your parents like afraid of like you going out trick or treating because there was going to be a razor blade in your candy?
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah. They did.
Is
That
it
was
that? I feel like that's. I mean, is that newer or
no, that dude, that goes back
been
to
around for a
like
long ass time?
before because even when I was a kid, like that was always talked about. Watch out for
Shit,
razor
really?
blades and candy apples. I'm like, who the fuck put a razor blade in there, Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Or my
was
favorite's always been like, watch out for these edibles.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
People hand them out and
yeah.
instead of regular candy. It's like no one's gonna waste their money.
Nobody is doing that.
Just
Yeah.
knock it off.
They're putting LSD in some of these candies. It's like, no, they're not.
It's like hell
No, they're
yeah.
not. Yeah, there's a tab in your
Give me the
candy
address.
corn. Yeah. Yeah, but no, when I was a kid, I remember I was probably 3 and maybe 4 and I went out trick or treating and I was dressed up as the Count from Sesame Street. And back then
Uh-huh.
like those costumes were they were made out of vinyl and mine tore. So I'm walking around trick or treating and in a torn costume that was the Count. And I remember like I think my ass was like hanging out or something, but I was young. And then but I was just too fucking big for the damn costume. But yeah,
No, I
so
feel that on like especially like shit like dude like the Yu-Gi-Oh one like that shit was like 2 sizes too small.
yeah. Yeah.
Still tough through. The ninja one was the fat ninja on the block.
Yep. Yeah, Beverly Hills Ninja,
Um,
dude. That's I wasn't
sneaking through. I
yeah.
was everyone's shadow.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Um,
like, I'm gonna, sneak up on the buffet. Yeah,
okay, wish, but yeah, no, that was always unfortunate.
yeah.
Uh, and then there's actually like now there's a fucking big ass warehouse website of everything that you could buy. So
Oh,
that's
for
just
like,
fucking dope.
yeah, yeah,
Costumes and shit.
yeah, yeah. And for
Whereas
like
compared to
plus
going
size
to just a
stuff.
Walmart,
Yeah, and you got
yeah, that
plus
too,
size stuff too.
exactly.
Yeah, so I can be
Mhm.
a fat, sexy school girl if I want to
Yeah,
be. Yeah, but um, yeah, like Halloween always sucked, dude, because like we had like our church would have like functions, so and then anytime you dress, like I remember one time I dressed at Halloween as a ninja, and I dressed like that at school, and believe it or not, I was actually able to bring the sword with me, which was fucking awesome. I
hell
had a
yeah.
ninja sword, and it was plastic. And that's how old I am, because you were able to actually bring that to school and nothing happened. So,
Oh, I thought that was the church. I was gonna say, did you guys have like Jesus versus ninjas or something?
no, but that'd be pretty fucking rad. But no, at the school,
Yeah.
like was dressed as a ninja. And then some kid thought it would be funny to go ahead and pants me while I was a ninja. And yeah, and then
It's kind of fucking funny. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and then she's like, I can't believe he saw me. But you know, I was like, instead of letting them win and like making a big deal out of it, I just stood there with my pants down and kept walking for a little bit, as if I planned it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let them win, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
Fucking,
so and then I would
you
just
should have you
whip
should
my
have pulled
dick
your
out.
underwear down and just fucking shat on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Ninja vanish.
You're just the fucking kid, man. What are they gonna do? Did you fucking arrest you? No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
probably,
the size of an
probably.
adult. So, but yeah, so did that, but we ended up doing a lot of like, you know, the church stuff. And I remember what we had this like fair kind of carnival type. We had a carnival is what it was. And like, I can't even remember some of the stuff that we dressed up as, but you know, you'd go as an angel or a cop, or you'd be an Indian, you know, like a native, because that wasn't racist back then. So, you know, but you couldn't go as a vampire, you couldn't go as a zombie, you couldn't go as a werewolf, you know, like all those things. But like the little carnival, like countless times, like I would end up, we had like these little games. I won like for like 2 years, I ended up winning a goldfish. So, and then the goldfish
yeah.
was like dead by the next day, which was awful, you know.
Hell
And then,
yeah.
yeah, I'm like, we're gonna get some fish food, and then the goldfish is dead.
Your name is Jimmy,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take care. We're gonna be best for. Oh shit.
Yeah. But and then the only other thing that I really remember from it was we had a like, you could get tickets, and you would give your tickets to go ahead and play the games, and then also you can give them a ticket, and they had like a little makeshift jail. So you gave them a ticket, and then they would lock you away in jail, and the only way you could get out was I think the only way that you got out was like to do some kind of like Bible scripture. I can't even remember, or somebody else had to come and let you out. Like they had to go up there and say, "Yeah, I'm bailing them out," you know, that kind of a thing. And
Do the old lock them by the neck and the arms and throw tomatoes at everyone.
no, not like that. No, it was an actual
That'd
like,
been great.
it was something like bars and all that stuff. And then, you know, I would go in there and I'd be like, "Let me out! I was framed," you know, like just doing stupid shit like that. That's the only other thing I remember from that. And, you know, of course, we got candy, but I never did go trick or treating, and I've always kind of hated Halloween. Like, I still like, I see all these people with these fucking decorations, like a 20-foot tall skeleton with wings, like in their front yard, like they're actually trying to summon the devil or something. You know, like, what the hell are you doing? Pentagrams on the front door, like, "Happy Halloween." And I don't know, man. I don't dig it. Like, I don't like Halloween. And I think it's because like I didn't grow up like celebrating it. And we haven't decorated anything. Like, we decorate for Christmas. We like Christmas. But Halloween, no, not so much. You know, and then I mean, I think probably my favorite Halloween memory, I've got a couple though. My favorite Halloween memory would be the first time that I was able to take my kids to go trick or treating. Because I mean, you know, like, I always delivered pizzas, and you know how it is, dude. You work Halloween every single time. There's no way that you aren't working, that night if you deliver pizzas, because it was required, and I fucking hated it, and I never got to see my kids, you know, go trick or treating. So, I actually wasn't delivering pizzas at the time. I managed to be doing something else at that time, and I was able to take my kids to go trick or treating, and I love that because they're excited, man, and that's what it's for, you know. see the
Yeah.
kids like be all
The
excited.
kids be happy and
Yeah. And there
that
was
stuff. Not for you hoes.
yeah, I know,
You
God.
fucking naughty nurse or naughty
Yeah.
nun. There's no naughty doctor. Chill out.
Yeah. Wait, no, there is, dude. I'm sure there is.
Nah, well, it's a guy and he's actually covered all up.
Mhm.
But and they're called gynecologists.
Yeah.
But
there was another time too. We were working at I was working at the pizza place. I had a delivery over by where I lived, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go take my kids," because I had already asked for that night off, and I was the only one that had kids that were like the age of like trick or treating, and I can't remember, but one of like I think it was like Ian or something like that had gotten the night off. So, and I was fucking pissed, dude. I was so
is
mad.
it where I worked at?
Yeah, it was the one that we worked at. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Let's
some of
go
you,
over there and shit in the salad bar.
yeah, no, I'm sure they already did. But,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. Anyway, so some other kids, one of the younger people had gotten the night off. You weren't working there anymore, I don't think. So, and so I was
I was
just
gonna
like,
say, I would have felt like I heard about this or something, and then like at the same time, you would have probably been like, "Hey, I'm gonna go trick or treat with my kids," and I would have been like, "Fuck, dude, I'm gonna take a long ass break right now too."
yeah, yeah, exactly. And that was what I was just already on the run and from the law.
It
No,
was
I was
just lined up.
yeah, I was on a delivery and it was right by where I lived at the time, and my kids were already out, and so I just caught up with them and I went with them for like 20 minutes. So
It's cool though.
nobody even bothered to ask me. Like, I think if they did ask me, I was prepared to just say like, "Oh yeah, everybody's trick or treating, so gotta be safe," But
Yeah.
those were some good memories. And then I have another memory which was pretty cool. My my kid wanted to go as a trash can. Like they were 16 at the time, and what they wanted to do is they wanted to go ahead and so we bought a trash can, cut out the bottom, and then they would walk up to the door and then they would crouch down, and then as soon as the person would open the door, they would pop up out of the trash can. And they're like, trick or treat, so that was pretty, it was funny. Everybody got a kick out of that costume. So um yeah, but anyways, that was it. Those are my fond memories of Halloween. So what do you have any fond memories of Halloween?
Oh shit. Well, like Halloween, I guess, but I think it was around. Um, me and my friend. It was this girl he was talking to and her friends, and they invited us to go watch some scary movies. And yeah, that's one I think. I'm pretty sure it was around Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And these fucking this bitch. Her parents were cops.
Okay.
And we didn't really. I didn't fucking know that. I don't know if my friend knew that. Well, they decided to, and I completely forgot until right now. I don't know why. But they decided to blare on their lights. So out of nowhere, we're watching movies and we just see lights going off, like red and blue, red and blue.
Yeah.
And then one of them, because it was they both parents had their own car,
Uh-huh.
and one of them had their partner go in the back and start banging on the fucking door like they were escaping. But like right before, like she had gotten a call from them saying exactly just that, like they're on the lookout for someone in the area, blah blah blah, and then boom, just out of fucking nowhere, just the dude slamming on the door. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, dude, that would have been
That's when you got scared.
funny
Somebody
as
scared
fucking
you.
Mary, but yeah, but that would have been, oh shit, I just fucking blanked that out, dude.
Yeah, you
I don't know why,
forgot
but
it.
that's fucking hilarious.
You
Yeah,
blocked
dude.
it out of your mind. That's funny, dude.
Yeah, because that's probably why I don't watch fucking scary. No, not even scary shit. Because we were watching Hostel,
Oh, okay.
so it's not even like a scary movie. It's just a gruesome,
yeah.
fucking literally just tear people apart movie. But we were watching that, and then all of a sudden, this dude fucking starts pounding against the doors. Let me in. We're just like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
that scared the shit out of me too, for sure, man.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure.
fuck yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess no. Besides that, because I really don't have too many like Halloweeny memories. Besides like watching the TV shows. The TV shows would be where it was at for me. Like
Oh yeah.
watching the Halloween specials or just like the marathons, especially one like main one that comes to my mind is Billy and Mandy Grim Adventures.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever watched that, obviously.
I know what it is. I never watched it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's about two kids that they ended up owning the Grim Reaper, and they just go on adventures. That show had the best Halloween specials, 100%.
Yeah.
Them or like shit, dude. Almost anything on Cartoon Network back then, like that'd be where I was sitting, just watching Halloween special for sure.
Yeah.
Especially like more towards high school, I just became the person that handed out candy anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing shit. Like I don't want to. Either that or like the fair you're talking about. My mom's school put on something similar.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to go every time because literally I just work the dumbass booths where
Yeah.
I'd be having to run around the whole time, so it'd just be like not worth it at all. Or and then that too, when you said the goldfish, I definitely got a few goldfish from that fair when I was younger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them bitches die like nothing.
Yeah.
But besides those, nah, not too many like Halloweeny shits. Just because of the same way that you grew up, kind of like Halloween's not in my blood like it is for most people.
Yeah. It's just because it's not about Jesus.
Yeah, well, not even that. I don't care.
No, I'm just-
yeah, it's cool,
just
but
saying
like
that-
I just don't care about Halloween.
Yeah.
But and then also that like I'm
No,
not
I'm
the
saying
same.
that's
Like 'cause
why-
I'm not.
That's why we
I'm not
didn't
into-
celebrate it, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm not into cosplaying, but I guess like I kind of want to dabble into it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if anything, like I'd have like a bunch of Halloweens if I go to like more conventions and shit and actually
Yeah.
cosplay
Yeah. That's
instead
true.
of just like just chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's why I like as well. But in that sense, it'd be almost any character, not just Halloween characters or
Yeah.
something in the theme of. It'd be like anything I wanted. But yeah, that's kind of my
Halloween experience.
experience. Yeah.
Well, you had mentioned candy, and and we'll leave it after this. We'll go ahead and stop it after this. But since Halloween is all about candy, really, and costumes. But what is your favorite candy? Like Halloween candy? I swear to God, if you say candy corn, we are never recording.
No, I
another
fucking
episode.
hate candy corn with a passion, dude.
Yes,
Hate candy corn.
it's gross.
Straight. It doesn't have to be like Halloween thing. Like my only candy that I'd prefer to get for Halloween if I was trick or treating would be like Reese's or Snickers.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Even paydays maybe, but nothing like I don't love taffy stuff or Zuckers.
Yeah.
So stuff that's like too crunchy or hard, it's like nah. The chocolate with the peanut butter or peanuts is where it's at for me.
Wait, did you say penises?
Well, whatever you're throwing in there, man. Like peanuts, penises, peanuts mainly, or cashews.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna just throw in a severed penis. This candy's weird.
Well, it's Halloween, man. You gotta watch out for razors, penis blades, USB drives with my band's latest EP and everything.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna end up in that bag, dude. You never know. Yeah.
Deed to the house.
Oh shit! Your parents are all homeless now because some 5-year-old kid that was dressed like Woody from Toy Story now owns your house. That's terrible.
He's a pretty good landlord, though.
He's all, there's a snake in my boots. I now own your home. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, candy corn's the absolute worst. Absolute worst.
Yeah.
I'm with you, dude. Like, peanut butter cups, Snickers, you can't go wrong with those. Um, but there's one candy that I'm gonna say I like it, and I think it's a little controversial because a lot of people don't like it, and it, it's circus peanuts. Have you ever seen them? I don't know.
Circus
I haven't had it in a
peanuts?
long time. I haven't had them in a long time, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to find it on the old people are gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. So,
Like Cracker Jacks?
no, no, no. Hold on. All right, these are circus peanuts. I don't know if they're necessarily a Halloween candy.
I've seen those awful fucking foamy looking things.
I don't even
those?
I don't even like marshmallows, but for some reason I always liked these when I was a kid. And I didn't really like a lot of candy when I was a kid. Like I hardly ever ate candy, and I wasn't a fan of like sweet things. So maybe that's why I liked it. I mean, honestly, it's more like packing peanuts, you know. And I know people hate it, but
Yeah.
for some reason I liked these. And I haven't had one in a long time, so I can't say that I still do like them. But yeah, I fucking loved those things when when I was a kid. But
we might give them a shot soon. How about that?
nah, they probably will suck. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There was something. I mean, I chew on straws too, dude. So I mean, I don't really think it's the same thing. Like when my wife asked me, "What do I want for dinner?" I'm like, I was just done chewing on a straw. Like I really shouldn't be the person picking food. Like I don't really care. Like I'm like,
If anything,
you've tried my mom's.
I could go back to chewing on the straw.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. My mom, like you had my mom's cooking. Why are you asking me? I don't know what good food is. Like I can make pizza. That's it, right? Like I know what good pizza is, but it took me 20 years to figure that shit out. Like I mean, I grew up eating boiled chicken, so I mean, like my meals were like English meals or something. But yeah, that's the candy right there, man. The
packing peanuts.
Yeah, packing peanuts. Good. So yeah, that would be what I liked. But yeah, man, I think I need to go make some money, dude. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I say we go ahead and we stop it here. But do you I'm gonna play these horns, man. You got anything to add on the way out?
Nah, I think I'm fine right now.
Okay, good.
Everyone have a good time and safe Halloween.
Yeah, be safe, Halloweeners. Don't fuck any pumpkins.
Fuck pumpkins.